Welcome to the Talking the Line podcast, presented to you by Talking the Line Sports Media, giving you our best insights and analysis so you can rake in some cold hard cash on your next sports bet. Now sit on back, open up your mind, and let's cash some tickets. We can't thank you enough for joining us. We hope you enjoy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers. Far and wide. Excuse me, didn't clear my throat before this. What am I doing? Rookie mistake. Welcome in to episode number 209 of the Talking the Line podcast on this beautiful Tuesday of bets, also known as, so you don't have to check your calendar for the first time here today, January the 25th in the year 2022. Can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by today. We got one hell of a loaded show on tap for you here today, but before we get into that show, please take a few moments to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the TTL pod on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping from the TTL crew, like the Wise Words podcast tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or if you're watching on one of our social media platforms, make sure you hit that like button, that follow button there if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of our additional social media content. Or if you are listening to the pod on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that subscribe button there too if you have not already as well, because we do release the audio of every episode after each live show is complete. Next item up on the docket, you could be so kind, you can find it in your heart to do so while you are watching today's show. Hit that other like button. Go ahead, leave us a comment, leave us a rating. Jump on over yonder in the live chat if you are watching live. We would love to connect with you live. Hop on in. And hey, maybe hit that share button too. Send it on over to your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the globe as you, but you would refer to as a good old-fashioned ticket cash and degenerate, because that's what we are here at the TTL pod. And we can't thank you enough when you do all of those things, because it only helps us make TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. Last, certainly not least, head on over down there to that episode, this episode's description, where you will locate the Talking the Line link tree. Within that link tree, you will find the TalkingTheLine.com website, all of the TTL Crew social platforms, and all of our additional content, so you can consume all of that jazz in one convenient location, however and whenever you please. Ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful gambling people, joining us for episode number 209 of the TTL Pod, I am your humbled, honored, hyped, and always handicapping host, Colt and Colt Soroka, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by and hang out with me and my partner on this absolutely spectacular Tuesday of bets. We got plenty of stuff to get into, plenty of insights, analysis, and you know the drill. More than enough rabbit holes than we all can count combined. So without further ado, enough from me. You've heard enough from my face this morning and all the usual formalities. So let me bring in the man, the myth, the degenerate gambling legend, and folks, you thought I was going to let it die. He's wearing it on his chest. He thought, oh, I'm on to the USF Bulls, but no, it still looks like Packers green to me, baby. He's laughing his ass over there, telling me to shut up, but he is the now gone from on the mountaintop high to down in the valley low, but still the TTL's resident cheesehead, faithful himself, Mr. Riley RMags Magnuson. Partner! How you doing over there today, pal?
You know, me and my USF Bulls fandom over here are doing pretty damn fine over here. This old green and gold that I've got rocking over here, my man. That's a low blow, unnecessary low blow. I'm doing as well as I still can possibly be.
Hey, come on.
I kind of knew what I was doing, but not really. I don't know.
Didn't expect me to go there,
No.
go to that direction this morning, did you? Thought
Not
I was
really.
thought it was about done. Hey, it's okay. It's all right. Maybe only 1 or 2 more days. See, the folks out there, they haven't seen the Wise Words podcast yet that we recorded yesterday,
yeah.
and I told you that I'd be done giving you shit, but I hadn't told them out there that yet. So, hey guys, I'm done giving Mag shit for his Packers, at least on this show. Maybe somewhere else, maybe other places you might see it, but at least for here, I digress, my friend. Hey, bring some smiles. How you doing over there outside of that, my friend? You're looking good over there on your side of the screen.
Outside of that, doing pretty damn solid, my man. Like I said, about as I'm doing fantastic. Still licking my wounds a little bit, but I am doing as good as I can be. It is Tuesday. We had a hell of a day yesterday, so we're moving on. Sunshine is in the distance, and that's where I'm looking ahead. So hey,
Love to hear it.
Hey, I'm all right.
Hey, I love to hear it. Spectacular day to be alive on this side of the screen. The rest is up to me and thee. I choose to spread positivity. You know the drill if you don't follow me on Twitter. Outside of that, my man, you mentioned it yesterday. We're a full transparency show.
Hey,
Some days we have winners. Some days we have losers. But my friends, we ask that you judge us by our losers because we have so damn few of them, because yesterday's best bets of the day are now live on your screen recapped for you. Partner just barely had to keep the broom in his closet, missed the clean sweep on the Texas Tech and Kansas under 139.5. Them boys steamed that once they got into overtime. Yeah. Outside of that, partner, not really much you need to recap or say, hey, what the hell happened there? Pretty nice evening for you, my friend.
As far as that, that Thunder +2, I guess I should address. I do not enjoy betting against our favorite teams at all. It was one that was just too glaring that I couldn't pass up, and I got pretty damn lucky. And even luckier to the point where it was a Bulls win and the Thunder +2 cover. So I feel really freaking dirty, I'll be honest. I feel dirty, like a dirty human being, but I get a Bulls win, and I'm taking a ticket to the window, so...
Hey, nobody in this box up here asked how you were feeling. I mean, last I checked, that ticket cashed, and I said on yesterday's show that it don't really matter as long as the bad boy makes it to the pay window. So,
I told myself I wasn't gonna watch, and then the Thunder came back from like 20, and I was like, all right, well, I gotta see what's going on here. There was the situation though. I was watching the Bulls broadcast of it. They cut to the post game right after, and they were just like laughing. And Kendall Gill, formable, they were like, "Oh, it's significant to a few," and he's like, "Yeah." And they're literally laughing, and he's just like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh man, Kendall had the Bulls -2 there."
Yikes! Yikes!
But anyways, Solid night for me.
Hey, most definitely even solider, if that's a word, for me last night. The broom stayed out of the closet, my friends. 4-0 clean sweep. Seeing some good stuff. I've been passing up on a lot of those games that I would typically tell you to get involved in here early on in the year. And would you look at that? Look at the process is paying off. You avoid it just giving out action, and you actually give out winners. And look what the hell happens. 4-0 clean sweep. So, hey, hopefully you did a little sprinkle on the parlay on that bad boy, too, if you got crazy. But overall, my friend, 7-1 straight up on the day for the crew for straight plays, 1-unit plays, and then our half-unit special play. Ooh, Monday Madness Parlay. Never even had a damn chance. And speaking of never even had a damn chance, the Moneyline Dice. American Moneyline and the under, or it was actually the over, the under hit. The under actually hit. That's why he wrote that down. Yeah. He was thinking that. So, yeah, both of those double L's, roll double L, and that is not a typo. That is a double L for the Moneyline Dice yesterday. But outside of that, still a rather positive day for the TTL crew, if I do say so myself. So hopefully you guys tailed along and are ready to cash some more damn tickets here on this beautiful Tuesday at Bet.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Not to mention possibly the Big 12 game of the year last night, double overtime, Kansas, Texas Tech, dude. We're telling everybody, you better tune into the Big 12 every single damn night, every time there's a game, dude. It's electricity.
And overtime where underdogs go to die, and Texas Tech continues to be absolute dogs, my friend. They'll cover anything we want them to cover. They're going to be winning straight up more often than not. And, man, I think the general public, everyone far and wide, needs to stop underestimating the Red Raiders, my friends. They are a damn good ball club. Damn good ball.
And dude, the program, one thing, Terrence Shannon is fantastic, but they're one guy that can get his own shot at any point from being the best team in the country, honestly, man.
Williams was cooking last night, boy. He was cooking last night.
Yeah.
He was some of them step backs. I was like, damn, that's a hard shot. Ooh, he put that shit in. Okay. All right. I'm telling you, Texas Tech's they are going to be somebody to reckon with come tournament time. So, hey, we'll talk about all that second half of the show. Speaking of second half of the show, we'll get into RMags Sidebar. That'll obviously get us into some rabbit holes, some crew banter. We'll talk a little bit of our daily leans. I only have 2 plays for you here today, but somehow have a sheet full of plays and leans that we can talk about second half of the show. Speaking of plays, we will get into RMags Best Bets first. He's got 3 coming at you, 2 from the college basketball hardwood, 1 from the NBA hardwood. I got 2 coming at you. I know, kind of wild. I never have that light of a slate. Usually at least only 4 plays. 2 today, but I'm very confident in those 2. Passed up a lot of shit. I wanted to give you winners, not just action. I'm going for a perfect clean sweep for this entire week. I'm done fucking with these books. They are done fucking with me. We'll get into special play of the day. Twofer Tuesday parlay, special play. Plus 271 odds on that bad boy. 2 college basketball legs. Sharp play to open the day. Sharp play to close the day on those 2. So stay tuned for that third segment of the day. We'll recap everything so you can smash it on your favorite book, do the formalities. You know the drill, how it gets down. Dive into the Moneyline Dice roll of the day. That is a action matchup the Dice have targeted today. Miami-Ohio Redhawks and the Ball State Cardinals. We'll tell you all about that matchup once we get to that segment. And then that will kick off the aforementioned second half of the show. And then don't forget, stick around to the very end of the show. My motivation minutes. My motivation minutes come from yesterday's Texas Tech and Kansas game. I'll let you spin on that if you will. Something hit me at the beginning of that game and the game prior. There was a little locker room shot and some stuff about that. And I wanted to bring a little bit of the quote. If you watch the game, you might know the quote. You might know what's going on. Mags is going to spin on a little bit. He might figure it out maybe halfway through the show. But stick around into the show, my motivation minutes. Got a little college basketball spin to it. But as always, we always need to hear it. So,
sweet.
There you go. There you have it, Mags. Anything else your side of the screen that
you said it was a quote that you heard during the broadcast?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I might have been making dinner or something at that winter time or something, so I think I don't think I have any sort of idea.
I'm excited for this. It actually it actually kind of comes from the Kansas side of things, but that's all I'll kind of give you.
Okay.
So, hey, that's episode number 209 of the TTL Pod. 15 minutes after the top of the hour. Seems like it's time to dive deep into today's slates, but we got one final thing to accomplish. Grab them in your hands and lift them up high. To me. To you. Over there, good sir. And all you beautiful people sipping on the black elixir of the gods on this gorgeous Tuesday of bets, take your damn sip, and I'll be right back. Whoa! That's a 2-sipper. Hold on.
Baby.
Ooh, it's going to be a good day. That coffee's flowing nice. Without further ado, my friends, the live chat is open. You got any questions? You want to know what Mag's favorite color is? You want to tell him he's crazy for the pick he's dishing out today? That's okay. Any engagement is great engagement. We do not care. We love connecting with you. Hop in the live chat, but without further ado, it's time for the first segment of the day. RMags, best bets of the day. Told you already, he's got 3 coming at you. So as per usual, crank that volume way up. Maybe not too much if you're at work, little NSFW from time to time, especially this side of the screen. You know I have no filter, but partner, let him rip, let him rip, let have it, and as always, you have the floor.
All right, thanks, dude. I am kicking things off in the ACC. Partner calls me a little crazy for even touching the ACC, but I don't care. I am diving deep into this one. I'm taking a couple big dogs today, partner. Fading some big boy blue bloods in this couple of college basketball games today. First one up, I'm going Clemson. I've got Clemson plus 11.5. On the road at Cameron Indoor, Duke Blue Devils. I think this line is a little bit inflated. I think it's going to come down to three-point shooting is going to be a huge factor in this game, partner. Three-point percentage, Clemson's actually 13th in the country, Duke 39th. So both teams very solid three-point shooting teams. For Clemson to cover this game, let alone have a chance of winning. I'm not talking about that, obviously, at all. But to keep this within, 11 points here, I think they're going to be hitting some, having to knock down some threes, and I think they're going to do it well. Also, pretty solid as far as three-pointers made per game. I'm going to punch you in the face over there, dude. If you
that's all right. I started trying to say locked in. My fault. No.
For sure. I just hate the
your big ass head over
Don't
there.
hate it. Anyway, similar rebounding numbers, dude. I absolutely love it. Similar rebounding numbers. These teams are going to scrap it on the boards. I think that's going to kind of cancel each other out. But I really, partner, I know I've been saying it on this mountaintop, and when I've backed them a couple times, it's worked out. I know I got kicked in the teeth Clemson against Syracuse. But I'm coming back because Clemson 320 per KenPom as far as luck rating, partner. I think they're due for some positive damn regression. There's a few trends that I really like here, partner, and then one final thing that I at least will have you interested. Not saying you're going to get all the way in the boat, but you're at least going to be going to make you think here. Clemson 16-5 last 21 following a 20-plus straight-up win. Not the one I'm talking about, but that's a nice one as well. 5-2 last 7 versus a team with a straight-up winning record, and 7-3 last 10 following a straight-up win. And Duke 5-12 last 17 on Tuesday, partner. And now usually we kind of, a little cherry on top, a little something extra. But 5-12 last 17 on Tuesday, and they are getting 96% of bets and 99% of money.
Damn you, Mags.
What do you know? A Duke Blue Devil Blue Blood team on a Tuesday is getting an ass load of severe monetary liability, and they're 5-12 last 17 on Tuesdays against the number.
Damn you, Mags.
What do you know about that? And it has not moved, but maybe a half tick here and there this morning so far. So if you'd like to wait and see what this line does, I would not hate you at all for doing that by any means. But with my personal belief that Clemson has been a little underrated and a little unlucky, and this monetary liability on a damn Tuesday, I'm all the way in the boat on the Clemson Tigers plus 11.5, my man.
Holy cow, man. Damn you. You're speaking all of my language. You're speaking all of my language, left, right, and center. This line isn't going anywhere. You're not getting the juice with Clemson. Everybody loves a blue blood on a Tuesday. Tuesdays are nasty or
Super
messy.
Tuesday.
Every Super Tuesday, man, and it's actually why I'm making some of the plays I'm making today, because of learning from your mistakes. And Mags, I'll admit it, I called you fucking crazy pre-show when you brought this. I said, what are you doing? We can't get involved in the ACC. We made a promise. No Pac-12, no ACC. But this line's inflated, man. And I'm with you on the plus 11.5. And you guys should be too. RMags' first best bet of the day, the Clemson Tigers, plus 11.5. Keep it steaming, sir. What do you got for number 2?
Alrighty, number 2, going to the SEC matchup here, partner. Mississippi State plus 9.5 against the Kentucky Wildcats. What do you know? We've got another blue blood here. And Mississippi State, another team that you actually talked about them yesterday when you were talking about fading Florida, partner. They were all the way in that game, botched a cover and potentially going to overtime or even winning that game in the last few minutes of that game. That should not have been the outcome of that game against Florida. They are a much better team than what they've appeared to be. They are 23rd AOE, and they can hang 20th field goal percentage in the nation. They can hang with this Kentucky offense. Guys, Ty Washington still questionable. Obviously, if he's out, then I'm all over the moon with this one. Even if he is, I am assuming that he's playing. So I still like this pick here. But again, partner, I trust Mississippi State in this one, this line being inflated, them being underrated. I think they are a good team that, without a doubt, can keep this single-digit games. But final two trends, once again, partner, Kentucky 5-11, 5-11-1 last 17 following a straight-up loss. So when they lose, they typically don't bounce back well, and people expect them to. And what do you know? 1-9 the last 10 Tuesday games.
Amen.
And what do you know? We've got 78% of bets and 90% of the money. And the line hasn't moved worth a tick at all. And now it is Super Tuesday. We've got Duke. We've got Kentucky. Both of them at home playing teams that aren't ranked. Oh my gosh, they're going to win by 20. And what do you know? The books pull the rug out of you on Tuesdays when you expect these blue bloods to smoke these teams. And boy, oh boy, these teams are no scrubs at all. Give me the Mississippi State Bulldogs plus 9.5, partner. I absolutely love it on the road.
Called you crazy on this one, too. I will not run from it. I am man enough to admit it. Having cashed my Ole Miss ticket last night, thought, okay, there we go. We got the lick back. Let's stay out of the SEC. And then he says, oh, not only on top of my ACC play, I got an SEC play for you, too. And I say, no, not a chance. And now he's convinced me to get in the boat on both of them as we're live on the show, as should you, too. So for RMags' second best bet of the day, the Mid-Tippet-Tate Bulldogs plus 9.5. Partner, keep the Nikes on, Jordans, Adidas, Reeboks, whatever the hell you like. Go a little higher level, a little pro, but in my opinion, not as quality, but maybe not always the popular opinion. However, slide on over to the NBA hardwood. What's your best bet out of the NBA tonight?
Not the same regular season intensity, without a doubt, as the old college basketball court.
Most def.
But I'm going to another road team, road dog in this one. A little bit of a different tune in this. In a way, not all too crazy from what I was talking about there as far as fading the blue blood here, but not why I'm making this pick, partner. Mavs at the Golden State Warriors. I'm going to the Dallas Mavericks plus 3. Seeing it at 3.5 in certain spots, I am okay with whatever movement I am seeing. The Mavs are just flat out playing much better basketball right now than this Warriors team. The Warriors are going through some offensive struggles. They've been winning a few of these games lately, partner, but it's against inferior opponents. You've got first of all, I talked about the Indiana Pacers yesterday and the injuries they've had. Their top 3 players are out. That team beat the Golden State Warriors in Golden State just a few nights ago as 16.5-point underdogs. Follow that up, the Warriors did with a 105-103 win over the Houston Rockets as 12.5 points favorites, and then a 2-point win, 94-92 over the Jazz as 2-point favorites. So they pushed that one out and got the win. But that was a very depleted Jazz squad, my friends. So my point being, last 5 games, 105 or less. In 4 of those 5s, the only one that went to overtime with those Indiana Pacers. And the Dallas Mavericks, like I said, are playing damn good ball right now. Another thing as far as conflicting trends here, partner, not conflicting for this game, but 20-12 are the Mavericks against the spread versus the Western Conference, top 5 in the league, and 4-10-1 ATS versus the East. That is dead last, and obviously the Warriors are a Western Conference team, but why I mention that is because this is a team, there are certain teams in the league where it is very clear that they try much less, or maybe they rest guys in those Eastern Conference matchups, whereas when the chips are down and they need a big win, they go full bore, all systems go, trying to get that win. So top 5 team when they're actually playing a Western Conference opponent. This is a very big game for the Mavericks in their eyes. They are 5-0, partner, last 5 against the number in the Golden State Warriors arena, winning 4 of those last 5. 9-2 last 11 any place against the Warriors against the number, my man. So this has just been a bad matchup for the Warriors, and it is still a banged up Warriors team. No Draymond Green, no Wiseman. I believe Klay Thompson is questionable. That was a mouthful for a second there.
Klay Thompson.
But he hasn't been fantastic by any means, and their play has not really mattered since he's been back. In the long run, come April, May, that's obviously fantastic. I think he'll get himself going, but that just hasn't happened yet, and it's kind of led their offense to struggle a little bit. Steph Curry has not been fantastic either. So With this Mavericks team playing the way they are, I think they've got a ton of value on the road tonight, partner. They've been really solid on the road, 14-10 against the number on the road. Their straight up number isn't as fantastic, but they tend to, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they lost this 1 by 1 or 2 on a last-second Warriors shot. Gun to my head, I think they get the job done, but I'll take every point they'll give me. Mavs +3 is my third and final best bet of the day, and I love this one out of the NBA, my man.
You know, I'm actually a really big fan of this one. I've been getting involved in the NBA early on. I don't typically cap it in the morning just because of all the injuries and all the nonsense that has been going on. But if there was one play that I was going to pick out today, this morning, it was going to be the Dallas Mavericks plus a 3.5. 48% of bets right now on the Mavs spread, but 72% actual money wagered right now. So I'm all over it with you, man. The plus 3.5, it's in my slip. I'm debating if I'm going to ride y'all half units, if I'm going to go full units. They're all in the bet slip. They're all here. You can kind of see them there. Sometimes we get too much glare, but hey, I'm backing you. They're there. One way, shape, or form, you're going to see them get tracked. Oh, speaking of tracked, if you missed any of RMags best bets of the day, how about that for a slide little transition there? You can follow them on the Action Network app at RMags in all caps. You can find mine too at cash_with_Colt. You can find this right here shows best bets of every single day at Talking the Line. You can also follow our board on the Chalkboard app. Hey, shout out, check it out on my Dome piece. Download it on the App Store, the Chalkboard app, and follow them on Twitter at ChalkboardHQ. Not available on Android yet, but soon. The DMs are full. Relax. They're getting flooded with it. They're working on it. They are improving day by day. We love the guys over at Chalkboard. Shout out Ted. Shout out Andrew. Shout out all the guys over there. And then also, you can just type in on your local browser, talkingtheline.com/todays-best-bets. Take you right to all of our best bets. You can bet on them right from our website, and you can actually, if you say, hey, the boys are crazy today, we don't like anything they got, you can slide right on over to Live Lines and Odds, see the live lines and odds for every single damn slate on tap today, and bet on those games too right from our website. So, hey, you don't know, you miss a show, you miss a pick, whatever the case might be, now you know where to find them all. So, without further ado, Mags, anything else for your 3 best bets of the day?
No, sir. Take it away. I lay down all I can lay down for you.
Okie doke, Artichoke. Well, I appreciate you and your picks as per usual, but I will take the baton and keep running this proverbial podcast around the track. Second segment of the day, my best bets of the day. Okay. Only got 2 coming at you today, my friends. We got the Big 12 Bankrupter and the Mountain West Book Murderer. Mountain West Murderer for short. We will start things off with the Big 12 Bankrupter. Now, you know me, if you know me in any capacity whatsoever, you know these are my boys. Not only just because I have family there, but because I've loved this team for a long time. The Kansas State Wildcats plus 14 against the Baylor Bears is my first best bet of the day, and I cannot pass up on the opportunity to back them. I passed it up in their last game, and against Kansas, I said, I don't know, that Kansas has dominated them, and it came down to a last-second shot. Kansas walked it off, barely won. I'll tell you a little bit more about that game, but this line movement absolutely stinks. My partner talked about it with some of his plays. Hey, 90% of money, 95% of money, this line is going nowhere. Well, this line opened at Baylor 13.5. It's sticking there in most places, up to 14 in some spots, but I think that's a little setup-y, if that's even a word, because they're getting 99% of money, and that line is virtually going nowhere. I'm not buying it. I am taking every point the book is willing to give me with the Kansas State Wildcats, and not a best bet of the day, play at your own risk. I also sprinkled a half unit on their money line as well because it opened at 870, down to 800 on FanDuel, and down to 700 flat across the market, my friends. You want me to continue? I surely can. Baylor 9-2 straight up on their home hardwood, but a little inconsistent against the numbers. 6-5 ATS. Still a damn good team, but I think they're just a little bit overvalued in this spot. They have been scuffling a little bit right now, and they've actually dropped 2 home games outright in their last 4 games overall. They lost 62-65 to our Texas Tech Red Raiders as 11.5-point favorites, and 54-61 as 14-point favorites. Ding, ding, ding. Against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Very similar team, something to think about there because my Cats, while they are 3-2 straight up on the road, they are a perfect 5-0 against the number on the road. They've covered a +6, -2.5, a +8, +8.5, and a +10.5. I don't think they're going to have any problem with the +14 here today. 2 out of those 3 straight up wins did come with them as underdogs. That is why I sprinkle a little bit on them today. I believe they are undervalued. Last 5 games overall, they are 4-1 against the number. They're coming off that heartbreaking loss to Kansas, 75-78. Actually, my motivation minutes are going to be centered a little bit around that loss in and of itself, so there's another little something for you to think about, but I'm not buying into this to be in a letdown spot. Kansas State got popped in the mouth early with COVID, and they are dying to get back on the court after that and give it their best shot again, and this game is not going to finish by more than 3-6 at the most. Again, there's just absolutely no way with the track both these teams are on, but you don't believe my goofy-ass noodle, I always bring a couple of stats for you. I think both offenses struggle. In this one, Baylor hasn't scored over 65. They've only scored over 65 once in their last 4 games. They're going to be still without Jeremy Sochan. Is it Sochan or Sochan? That's your guy. Sochan, somewhere.
Yeah, as far as pronunciation, I'm not sure.
He's still one of their most dominant players on both ends of the floor, and they're still without him. So it's a gaping hole. They just have not looked the same without him. And Baylor still has a solid defense, so I think that they're going to still have plenty of success shutting down the Cats. But speaking of defense, I think that's what keep the Cats in this game. 62.2 points per game allowed for the Cats, 29th in ADE, 20th in opponent effective field goal, 105th in turnover percentage. Why do I mention that? Because Baylor is 173rd in offensive turnover percentage per KenPom. So maybe coughing up the rock here a little bit today. And did you know also the Kansas State Wildcats are 30th in true field goal percentage allowed and 3rd in true three-point percentage allowed in the nation? That's right, you didn't. Now you do. But you don't believe me on all of that. Believe the trends. Kansas State 4-0 against the number, last 4 as a dog. 7-0 against the number, their last 7 road games. Combine the 2, 6-0 ATS, their last 6 as a road dog. Kansas State is also 8-3-2 against the number, their last 13 following a straight-up win. Baylor 0-4 against the number, last 4 home games. 0-4 against the number, their last 4 as a home favorite. Baylor is 1-4 ATS, their last 5 home Tuesday games. That's right, I went deep, partner. You shocked the pants off of me coming with those Super Tuesday trends, but I got into them as well. The dog is 9-4-1 against the number, last 14 meetings, and Kansas State is 6-3-1 against the number, last 10 meetings with Baylor. I don't know what else to tell you. You got to buy into them. The boys are hot. Kansas State Cats +14. My first out of my 2 best bets of the day.
I like it a lot, my man. I just like this Wildcats team on the road. There's been a lot of teams that haven't traveled as well on the road, and K-State just hasn't been one of them, man. They've gone everywhere and been just fine. So I think
100%.
I kind of stayed away from it just at a glance because I've been pretty deep into the Big 12. Didn't want to overextend myself, but I think I'm all the way in with it on this one as well, dude.
I've been very tentative on the Big 12 because just as you're seeing Big 12 totals, I've been seeing Big 12 spreads, and I've been tentative on it. I played my one yesterday, Texas Tech, got it done for us. My one today, another road dog, Kansas State, +14. I love them. Next one up, Mountain West Murderer, my friends, and we're going to the matchup between the Fresno State Bulldogs and the New Mexico Lobos, and we're taking the New Mexico Lobos +4.5. My friends, number one, this is line movement that I simply just cannot ignore. It opened up about 5.5 at market consensus in favor of the Fresno State Bulldogs. Now it's down to 4.5, 5 pretty much consistently across the market, and it doesn't tip off until 8 o'clock Central. So that makes absolutely no sense, no reason as to why that line movement needs to be dropping. Also, if you've been following along on this show, you know I mentioned a couple days ago, hey, I think I've been going to the well a little bit too many times with old Boise State and Fresno State. Now, I don't have enough faith in Wyoming to cover the 5.5 against Boise State tonight, but I sure damn do have enough faith in the Lobos to cover the 4.5 against Fresno State today. Now, let me tell you why. Number one, jumped off the page of me. New Mexico is one of the sharpest plays on the board today. 53% of bets, but 87% of money on the Lobos plus 4.5 has been wagered, and I think that they have no problem covering that. They might even win this one outright, but I'll get into that in a minute. 6-5 straight up, 7-2-1 against the number on their home hardwood have been the Lobos. They've only been a dog twice, and they won both games outright and covered both. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. They've covered 6 out of their last 7 games overall, and they're playing a Fresno State Fresno State team. It's coming off of a 73-77 loss against Nevada as a 2-point dog. The Bulldogs just not looking right here recently. I don't know what's going on, and man, I am not sold on a bounce back spot, especially with the books putting them at 4.5 right after a loss like that. They're 2-5 straight up, 3-4 against the number on the road. They've only been favored on the road one time, and it was a -1.5 spread, and they did not cover it. They are overvalued here in this spot. Do not back Fresno State regardless of how hot they look, because they are not that hot, my friends. Trust me. A couple of keys here. Statistically, the game is going to be played in the Pit. If you didn't know, that's New Mexico's home court, and it is 5th in home court advantage per Ken Pom. Very difficult place to play, and it's a conference matchup. Don't give me the bullshit that it's easy to play at UNM. Home-away splits, as far as statistically, give a little bit of a deeper story, too. UNM, 78.8 points per game, 75.8 points per game allowed on their home hardwood. Fresno, 63.2 points per game. That is 15 points per game less on their away from their home hardwood than New Mexico. 62.1 points per game allowed. You might say, Colt, that's what worries me. The Fresno State defense, are they going to step up? I don't think so. I think that's a little inflated because they have points per game allowed at home of 53. So they get way worse on the road defensively, and they've played some weak opponents on the road in general. So I think their numbers are a little bit inflated, and I think we see some regression here from the Fresno State defense. And once again, UNM just might have enough to win this game outright, because what wins games outright, Mags? With your mic muted over there for no reason in particular? Turnovers and rebounds, my friends. Hustle stats all day longs. Now, turnovers, probably be even. I ain't worried about them, but I'm worried about the boards, as have you been this week, because we both picked up on that trend. Teams who win the glass tend to be winning these games outright. Whoa. New Mexico only 7.2 offensive rebounds per game compared to Fresno State's 8.6, so nothing crazy, but defensively, New Mexico 26.9 defensive rebounds per game, 20.2 only for Fresno State. I love the defensive edge there. How do you shut down a good offensive rebounding team? I've said it time and time again, with a terrific defensive rebounding team. And there you have your edges, my friends. But if you don't believe me, on a shorter card today, for the final time today, kind of weird saying it with only 2 picks, believe the trends. UNM 5-1 ATS last 5 following a straight-up loss. 9-2-1 ATS last 12 following an ATS win. 5-1 ATS last 6 as a dog. 5-1 ATS last 6 home games. 7-1 ATS last 8 versus a Mountain West opponent. 4-1 ATS last 5 meetings with Fresno State. And there's only been 3 meetings in the Pit in the last 5 seasons, and New Mexico has won and covered 2 out of 3 of them. I love that to continue. I'm all over the Lobos plus 4.5 for my second best bet of the day. Now I'm understanding it, partner. Now I get it. You turned on your heater. I understand what you were doing. It was kind of fucking with my head as I was giving my analysis, but I understand what you did there. I appreciate the forethought.
I had to at least put it at a threshold, dude, because it is like single digits outside, dude.
Dude, it's cold as a motherfucker.
It is bad,
It's cold as a motherfucker.
I was like, all right, I'll put it to a spot where maybe it'll pop on once, and we'll just power through for a second. I was also doing a little typing also.
Sure, sure. And you know about this, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I had a little scuffle this morning. Not a scuffle, I would say, but things could have got bad quick. Let's just put it that way. And I think it's just because it's so damn cold. Everybody's so doggone upset. Woke up this morning and realized it was negative digits. Decided they started wanting to yell at people for no doggone reason. Just because their doggone alarm was going off. I got no idea. But hey, there you go. There you have it. What do I know? I think it's just because it's cold as shit outside, Mags. I think it's all come full circle for me.
I guess so.
But there you go. There you have it.
I don't know. You just need an alarm that's silent but just comes over and slaps you on the head or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to have to figure it out. Figure something out. Either way. I don't know. Either way. Maybe we have the next $1 million idea. There goes my best bets of the day. All right, my friends, let's keep it moving, keep it grooving. Shorter second half today. We are only 40 minutes after the top of the 10 o'clock hour, so we'll have plenty of time for nonsense in the second half. Let's dish out today's special play, the Twofer Tuesday Parlay. 2 legs on this bad boy for you, my friends, paying out at 271 odds, plus 271 odds. Love to get a twofer that we can get over 2-1. That is always prime pickings. So, first leg kicks off the card. Actually, yeah, it's the first one on tap, if I'm not mistaken, here today. Yep, sure is. 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is the Richmond Spiders up against the Rhode Island Rams. And, my friends, we are taking the Richmond Spiders -1. Wanted to wait to see the line movement, and obviously we could have given it out at +2, but you guys wouldn't have been able to get that. But we're still comfortable with Richmond -1, because that's right. It did open as -2 in favor of the Rams, and it's completely flipped. Held firm at that number so far at this point. If my phone wasn't being the biggest piece of junk on earth, or the app,
it absolutely is. And the bets and money are coming in on the Rams. 66% of bets, 74% of money, my man. It is looking good. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I like this one a lot too. Not worried about the Spiders kind of flipping and being a setup line. They're 8-0 against the number last 8 as a road favorite. 5-1 against the number last 6 road games overall. 4-1 against the number last 5 Tuesday games. They perform rather well on Super Tuesday. 8-3-1 against the number last 12 road games versus a team with a winning home record. Oh, URI 1-5 against the number their last 6 Tuesday games. What do you know about them potatoes? I ain't buying into them as the home favorite or now the home dog either. Everybody gonna run to that number real quick, fast, and in a hurry. We ain't buying it. Richmond -1. First leg, Twofer Tuesday parlay. Second leg, Twofer Tuesday parlay. Unless you got anything else, Parter.
No, sir. That's all I got.
Second leg, Twofer Tuesday parlay. Wrapping up the slate, if you will. Not the latest one on the slate. We're not going to Arizona or UCLA, but everything just went full circle on me. And my friends, I hope you know what my partner did there, but hook 'em fucking horns Twofer Tuesday parlay, and that's how I do my twos. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, this is like the third week in the row that the Twofer Tuesday parlay something is lined up like this, so it's bound and determined to get to the window yet again. We're going to the Texas Longhorns -2.5. Wouldn't you know it's at a -2.5 spread as well? How about them apples? Goodness gracious, all Friday. Now, Texas has not been the best team at all this year. I won't deny it whatsoever. Chris Beard and the boys have been pissing me off a little bit here as of late as I've tried to back them, but they are severely undervalued in this spot. No bones about it. They have owned TCU over the course of the last few seasons. Main thing for me here, Texas has stepped up on these Super Tuesday games. 5-2-1 ATS, last 8 on Tuesday. TCU's been all right, but 1-7 against the number their last 8 Tuesday games. So these Super Tuesday games, not good for one of these teams, and it ain't the one that we're backing. I love the Horns slowly rising up. Last but certainly not least, these head-to-head matchups. Texas has, 6 out of the last, well, they've covered 5 straight, and then they've covered 6 out of the last 9. So pretty damn good for the Longhorns in this matchup. This seems just about the time when you're like, oh, TCU's been rolling 8 out of their last 10 and pushed 1, so technically 8-1-1 their last 10 against oh my gosh, they're going to kill Texas today. I ain't buying it. I think this is big rebound central. Partner, what else you got for Longhorns -2.5?
Yeah, man, it's really everything you just said, and TCU is a team that I've really enjoyed backing. They've been really, really solid, but this is just a bad matchup for them. Texas, they're 14-5 straight up, so you're right. It has been disappointing to what their expectations were, but they're still well within the realm of getting things back on track. And I don't even think they're that far off the tracks, honestly. I think a win right here would just about do what they need to, following up a win in their last game against OK State. So I think they're in good shape here. I think they get it done outright and against the spread, obviously. But good grief, we're hooking them, dude. How about that?
Hook them, baby. Hook them, baby. Yeah, and speaking of their last game, they were a 10-point favorite. I feel like people are going to kind of look at that and, oh, TCU's hot. Now they're down to 2.5. Oh, setup. It's not a setup. It's down to there for a reason. It's a setup for the home dog. Don't buy into it, my friends. TCU, not good on Super Tuesday. Texas, hook 'em horns, -2.5. There you go, 2 legs on the aforementioned Twofer Tuesday parlay, paying out at a beautiful +271 odds for you, my friends. You might be thinking, what the hell, where's Colton looking all over his screen? Well, hey, I'm hosting and producing at the same time, so cool your jets. We're about to recap all of today's best bets of the day. But as it usually gets a little glitchy. There we go. Now we're back in action. Now we flippery-dippery-do on the old tickery-dickery-do. And it's time to recap all of the TTL crews for this absolutely gorgeous Tuesday of bets, also known as January the 25th in the year 2022. Please, my friends, rip out your sports books, your pens, pencils, whatever mode, means, methods you utilize to take stock of the TTL Crew's best bets of the day, and turn your attention to the top left portion of your screen for RMags picks. 3 coming at you, 2 from the college basketball hardwood, 1 from the NBA hardwood. He's taking the Clemson Tigers plus 11.5 against the Duke Blue Devils, the Mississippi State Bulldogs plus 9.5 against the Kentucky Wildcats, and the Dallas Mavericks plus 3 against the Golden State Warriors. On the opposite side of the screen, to the top right, you see my picks, only 2 coming at you. I am taking the Kansas State Wildcats plus 14 against the Baylor Bears and the New Mexico Lobos plus 4.5. Oh my gosh, I was doing so good, and now I can't remember who the hell the Lobos are playing. I don't know why I'm just blanking for no reason. Fresno State, there you go, because I've been backing them. See, we're human beings here too. New Mexico plus 4.5 versus Fresno State, and then right below that, the crew's favorite special play of every single week, paying out at 271 odds with a team that features 2 horns perched upon their head. The Twofer Tuesday parlay, the Texas Longhorns minus 2.5 and the Richmond Spiders minus 1, parlayed for plus 271 odds. I see 5 straight plays, played for a unit, as always, be who you can afford to be. And 1 special play, played for a half unit, as always, be who you can afford to be. Making it straight to the pay window and bankrupting every damn book on the marketplace. But before they can do that, we need you to lock them in, hammer them home, sprinkle a little bit of dough down, whatever you need to say. Just make sure you lock today's TTL Crew best bets of the day that are clearly primed for ticket cashing in, and whatever the current best line is on your favorite sports book.
Ooh. All right, dude.
Uh-huh.
Where are we?
Oh, man.
No sponsor. If you don't know it, you don't know. It's a tough one. It is literally at the very top there.
Yeah, I got no clue, man.
I cut it up.
You purposely
Schollmeyer.
Schollmeyer Arena. Schollmeyer Arena. I had like a feeling like it was an S or something, but I couldn't. I don't know, because we used to follow a lot of people that went to TCU and shit. So like I've heard of it before, but either way. There you go. There you have it.
There you go.
A few too many vitamins there towards the end of my plays. Couldn't remember who the hell Fresno State was. But, hey, the mind's working, moving, and grooving. Tis what it is.
We're bringing the damn orange into this place, though. That's what I'm bringing here.
How about that? I absolutely love it. I love the vibes. I love the mentality. Now, speaking of vibes, speaking of mentality, let's keep them rolling. Let's keep it moving. We need to get somebody else's mentality back in the right spot and back on the same wavelength that we're on, right? And that would be the Moneyline Dice. So you see it on your screen. You see Mio/Ball. Now, you say to yourself, what the hell does that mean? Who in the world could those 2 teams be? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because I am the exact guy to tell you. It's a action matchup. The Miami-Ohio Redhawks against the Ball State Cardinals. Now, I wanted to play out of this matchup. I can't lie to you, my friends. I wanted Ball State so bad because Miami-Ohio has kicked me in the teeth left, right, and center time and time again, but I could not talk myself into the boat and allow it to row gently down the stream. So I digress. I sit back. I get these wonderful cubicle objects that be the MLDs ready to rock and roll. And as I do so, partner, can you indulge us? What's the deets on this old matchup here tonight?
Alrighty, the deets here in this action matchup, my friends. We are at Ball State. The Ball State Cardinals are the home dog, my friends. I believe it opened at 2.5, and on FanDuel it is still at 2.5. Other spots I'm seeing it drop down to 2. So here on FanDuel, we are still sitting at plus 2.5 for Ball State, minus 2.5 for Miami, Ohio. Moneyline splits, Ball State plus 114, Miami, Ohio minus 137, and the over-under is 148.5. Ball State getting quite a bit of the money and bet percentage, partner. 73% on Ball State and 81% of money. However, certain books are adjusting that down closer to a pick'em. So you be the judge of that. Monetary liability, but they are honoring that movement. So I don't have a damn clue. Do you have a damn clue, partner?
No, but one final time, Miami-Ohio minus 2.5 favorites on the road, and the total is still at 149, I heard you say?
148.5.
148.5, okay. Perfect. There we go. There we have it. Down just a tick. Game time is at 7 o'clock?
6 o'clock Central.
Okie dokie. Art
ESPN
Jokey.
Plus.
Okay.
Free plug.
Well, the table has been set. Yeah, you're welcome for the free plug, ESPN Plus. It'd be nice if you guys actually did your job. Like, the only thing you have to do is stream. Like, literally, I pay for you to stream, and some reason you guys can't figure out how to do that. But, hey, whatever. No harm, no foul. First roll of the day.
Like harm.
Yeah, they've been jacking with my college basketball, man. I ain't happy about it, I'll tell you that. And when I'm watching the UFC fight and it starts to buffer, it's like, why the fuck is this buffering? This should not be happening. I pay for this. Sure. Either way, I digress. This is not time to talk about ESPN Plus. No. This is time to let the cubicle objects that be the Moneyline Dice shine bright. So for the first roll today, we go to the home or away die. Are we taking the home team, Ball State Cardinals, or the away team, Miami-Ohio Redhawks? I don't know. Neither does Mags, clearly. But this here object does, and we find out in 3,
Come on,
in 2, in 1.
Come on, Nets.
Home team.
Okay.
Home team.
Home dog.
Home team.
Well, home dog action.
Will we be getting the points, the 2.5, or will we be getting a little plus money Parlay on the money line? I don't know. Neither does Mags, but I can assure you we all find out in 3, in 2, in 1. ATS.
Okay. Plus 2.5.
ATS. Plus 2.5. Unofficially, Ball State plus 2.5. Now, for the wild card roll, will the die be doubling down? Will they pull their usual shenanigans, needing an additional roll, or will they skip all of that and go to the total yet again, saying, boys, I am sorry. We gave you an 0 for 2 day. We're giving you a 2-0 day now. I don't know. Mags doesn't either, but for the final time, we find out, I think, I hope, in 3, in 2, in 1. Away money line.
Son of a... All right, Dice. Hey.
Okay. The new rules, we don't go one at a time. We rake them and shake them. No. So without further ado, rake them and shake them at tip number 1. The Moneyline Dice have selected. Away, Moneyline, home ATS. That is
all right, Dice. 2 re-rolls. Come on, Dice.
1 re-roll, 2 rolls. Second re-roll. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Rock and roll. Shoot. Away, Moneyline. Away Moneyline.
All right.
Doubling down.
Doubling
down.
The Redhawks.
I can't. Kind of trying. So you believe me? Away Moneyline. Away Moneyline. No, you can't see that little away down there, but that says away. I promise you, away Moneyline.
I love it.
The dice have spoken! If you want to guaranteed take 1 ticket to the window tonight, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, just 1 ticket straight to the window. Not per me, not per Mags, but per the all-knowing, ever-present, ever-powerful Moneyline Dice. Lock in right here, right now. The Miami-Ohio Redhawks on the money line. Thank you, Dice.
Thank you, Dice. Need ya.
Thank you, Dice. Thank you, Dice.
I mean, they're due, right? No way they're not due.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine so. But for the purposes of making everything the right way, the M-OH Redhawks on the money line. Okay, there you go. There you have it, my friends. Today's Moneyline Dice roll of the day. Okay, it is now time. Hey, you want your own Moneyline Dice or any of the merch they got on there? As it scrolls by me, visit MoneylineDice.com. Enter in code TTL10, TTL10. That'll get you 10% off your first order on MoneylineDice.com. I've been utilizing them since before we even got on the pod, for crying out loud. And partnered with them, hooked us up with some sweet merch, and been rolling ever since. So they've been cashing tickets for us. Sometimes they get a little cold, but I think it's time to get hot for the dice. So you want to cash some tickets with the dice too. If everything's all scrambled in your noggin and you just need an inanimate object to make it all unscrambled, well, we got the hookup for you. All right, keeping it moving, keeping it grooving, partner. we got plenty of time here for second half of the show. So without further ado, let the nonsense commence. Partner, what's been burning on your brain, melting on your heart, festering on your soul that you've just been dying to get out to the kind folks that joined us on episode number 209 of the TTL Pod on this absolutely gorgeous January the 25th in the year 2022?
I'm a little all over the place, my dude. I don't have anything too crazy. Had nothing crazy going on. How about a little fair or foul? I'll give you a situation. You say fair or foul.
Fair or foul? In like true or false, or
no? Like, is that okay? Acceptable, unacceptable, kind of thing.
Okay. And what sense are we going here? So you have a little bit of background: sports, pop culture,
mostly sports. So Rams, the LA Rams, hosting the San Francisco 49ers this weekend, correct?
Yeah.
Week 18 was a good amount of Niners fans in that stadium. Will help the Niners get that win. So the Rams have attempted to basically limit all the tickets. Like, they're essentially looking at the addresses of people that they sell them to. And now if those people that buy them then give away to Niners fans, then that is the only way that Niners fans will get in. So the Rams limiting tickets to Niners fans, fair or foul, for the NFC Championship game?
All's fair in love and war, but how well did that work out for the Tennessee Titans? Too soon? Too soon? Ouch.
But no, that shit's important though, man.
But yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. I think that, hey, yeah, it's fair. All's fair in love and war, 150%. But like I just said, Tennessee Titans tried to do all that shit. Oh, we're gonna make it a navy blue and baby blue. That's all. Navy and baby. That's all they're gonna be seeing. Navy and baby, baby. Navy and baby. That's it. In the stands. Navy and baby. None of that orange. And I mean, it didn't matter. It didn't matter whatsoever, and I don't think it matters. And hey, shout out our guy, Hunter Perrine. He said it's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year, my friend, and that's all I keep seeing.
I think it's totally fair. I would just say that in this specific case with the LA Rams and this rival being pretty damn close, and the LA Rams haven't been in LA too long, I have to imagine that there's probably a great deal of Niners fans that live and reside within the LA area. Yeah. So I do believe that this ain't going to matter worth a damn is kind of my opinion on it. I think it's totally fair, though.
Yeah, I know that as a fact. Used to work with some guys, huge 49ers fans, lived just huge like 45 minutes above LA on the map. So yeah, insane. So I say fair, but gonna piss off some 49ers fans. Tough titties, pal. It's the Rams time.
So Super Bowl halftime show, right? Ooh. Obviously the big spectacle. Super Bowl is asking dancers to volunteer 72 hours of unpaid time. Fair or foul?
Foul. First of all, what you mean 72 hours of unpaid time? Are this going to open up 500 other doors for me? What do we got going on here? You just want me to fully rehearse and do all this jazz? No, foul. You pay me. They ain't going to have no dancers. They ain't going to have no dancers, I'll tell you that.
You don't want to dance with Snoop, dude?
Well,
you don't want to dance with Snoop and Dr. Dre?
Okay, also at the same time, maybe that could open up some doors, but also at the same time, who knows? Who knows?
But this is 72 hours, though. That's absurd.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch. 3 unpaid days. It's a stretch. And you're probably not getting much sleep in between them 72 hours either. So you're gonna be running thin, and you're probably gonna be spending a lot of money on cups of Joes. So hey, you're probably gonna be pissed off all around.
Pay me. Guarantee us that we're hanging out with Snoop and Dr. Dre afterwards. Count us in. I'll work for free for 100.
But the only problem is as soon as that blunt session starts, I'll be so fucking tired. We'll get through half of them, and I'll be asleep on the couch, and it's over. And then it's just like, oh, we hung out with Snoop and Dr. Dre, but Colt fell asleep after his fucking 72 hours of unpaid dancing.
You hung out with Snoop and Dr. Dre, though. You got
for 30 minutes consciously.
You got a story.
30 minutes.
There's actually a really funny. I mean, everyone has this funny Snoop story. Total sidebar, but Rob McElhenney, Mac from Always Sunny, he has another show where I guess they had Snoop at like basically used Snoop for like 10 seconds in an episode of their new show, and he has a story where Snoop showed up like on the dot like 7:30 a.m. Maybe he was a little late, but regardless, like very early in the morning, and like offered and like, you want to smoke a joint? Like, what's going on? Like, hang out for a second. And like Rob McElhenney has like a full work day ahead of him, and he's like, but you can't say no to Snoop Dogg if he's asking you to smoke weed, but you should always say no. It was the whole roundabout thing. But anyways,
bad things. Don't ever do it, my friends. You're not good for you. Vitamins are bad for you. Terrible, awful things.
Disavow from this show, huh?
Yeah, this show does not use vitamins in any shape or form.
Well, speaking of a different type of drug partner leading us in, how about this transition? Today is actually a massive day for Hall of Fame baseball voting, my friend. Not sure if you saw this.
Yes.
So we don't need to get too crazy. This is actually more of a hot button topic than I think people realize. But essentially, there's a few guys on this ballot that if they do not get voted into the Hall of Fame, I believe Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens are two of them, if not more. If they don't get voted in today, they're SOL for quite some time. I think there's like a down the road they've established some extra, basically if you've lost qualification for the standard vote down the road, you can get back in somehow, but it's a steep climb. But anyways, we keeping them in or we keeping them out?
Baseball isn't baseball without Bonds and Clemens, so S my D, bro. Put them in. Put them in. Stop it. It's to say, bro, the problem is the fuckers that are making the decision on this shit are the same dipshit, whatever his name was, that it wasn't going to give Hub, wasn't going to give Rhodes. Yeah, same type of people. Wasn't going to give Rhodes the MVP because he stands on the coronavirus.
I'm going to make a stand. My little bullshit news article, I'm not going to give him the MVP.
Like, that's the type of people that vote on that shit. So it's just like, oh, well, no, you're probably never going to see Bonds and Clemens in there, but every fan, like, baseball's not baseball what it is today without Barry Bonds, without Roger Clemens, like, without Mark McGwire, without Sammy Sosa, like, it is what it is, man.
And I think we're at a point now where everyone knows that was, like, as far as the entire league being steroid users, everyone knows that's not okay, and we have rules in place to disallow or stop that from happening again. Mm-hmm. So it's not like, because that was for a while, I mean, up until about 5-6 years ago, I'd say, before they really established these new rules. Mm-hmm. It was like, okay, if you do that, then you're kind of just like allowing that to happen. But now they've come down so hard on PED use in the MLB that that's not really an issue that's going to arise, right? So I agree for the most part, man. I mean, there is the whole cheating aspect of it, but when 50% of the league did it, and these guys still would have been studs regardless, would they have been 250 arms 3 times the size as mine? Maybe not, but shit was fun, dude. Shit was fun.
It's what it is. Shit was fun. And let me ask you this. Speaking of cheating, we going to have sticky stuff issues again this year? What do you think on that front? Because it was just so bananas. The spider tag, oh my gosh, everything. And then all of a sudden it just kind of fizzled out. And like the games that I went to, I didn't see any tag checks. Like, right. I wasn't seeing them anymore. So it was like, well, okay, do you guys just not care about this? Was this a front? Was this a guise to let the other illegal shit go on? Like, me and my tinfoil hats, but what the hell? Dude, what the hell?
As far as baseball, I cannot stand Rob Manfred, honestly. Not to go down a huge soapbox, but the dude just doesn't give a shit about baseball, essentially. He's just a businessman that is in charge of a...
I tell you, Jeff Passan should just gas up the jet, send it straight on out of fucking ESPN and land it right in the general manager's office of the MLB. Make Jet Passan the damn or not the general manager, the owner of the MLB, the commissioner. Land it right in the commissioner's office. Make Jet Passan the commissioner of baseball. That man cares more about baseball than anybody on this entire damn planet. I bet you baseball would go places if you let him. So shout out Jet. Always doing the damn dirty work that nobody cares about the old MLB. But man, I'm ready for some pitchers and catchers. I'll tell you that. I can't wait. I can't wait to be back at the ballpark soon. There's something just There is no other game. You know me. College basketball is my number one. I'll fall out of the chair just talk about college basketball all day. But
we can't just roll down the street and pop into a sick college basketball game.
No,
though. Otherwise, we would.
No, exactly. And hey, man, we're pretty doggone close to two of the most iconic friggin' ballparks in all of the land. And I mean, it's a game so beautiful it's got to be played on diamonds. How can you not want to go hang out from time to time? I mean, it's a great place.
Dude.
I love baseball.
Nothing like hanging out on a summer afternoon at a ballpark, dude. Nothing like it.
The big old tall, icy, frothy one, a couple of brats, maybe you catch a fly ball, just puts a fucking cherry on top of the proverbial fucking day Sunday. Like, it's so great. How can you not love baseball?
I know, dude.
I can't wait for baseball to come back. I can't wait. I can't wait to screw the books in baseball. Okay, here we go. We're gonna be something. But I have been doing a little bit. Like, we are so far away from baseball, but I'm already looking forward to it. Doing some early season work here. I want to get my lick back and bankrupt the books in the MLB. MLB screwed me last year, and I'm seeing a lot of places where I messed up. I can't wait to be able to cap that and give you guys some good stuff. So, okay, what'd you miss? What do we got?
So outside of fair or foul, not I guess we're speaking baseball, so not necessarily, but outside of that, just a little nugget in case you missed it. White Sox signed Cuban outfielder. They've been raking in these Cuban talents, calling this dude the old Cuban Ohtani. How about that, Mr. Oscar Colas, the Cuban Ohtani? Now we didn't say that. We didn't call him that.
Oh my gosh, dude, you guys got the Cuban Ohtani?
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
Thanks,
I can't wait. You got a guy that plays left field and he pitches? Whoa.
I don't even think he's going to pitch, but they're calling him the Cuban Ohtani, so.
Great Cuban Ohtani. Anybody that comes over from a friggin' another land and that is going to have a friggin' somewhat of a prospectus is going to be the next Ohtani. Nobody's touching Ohtani, baby. He is next level.
Ohtani.
Hey, much like just like the Packers weren't spreading all the stuff about it being cold or Aaron Rodgers being terrific in that weather and having great ATS, just like that wasn't Packers media spreading that. Well, hey, I'm just I don't know. I'm just playing day to get kind of a correlation, a lot of a correlation. Two of your favoriteest teams in the whole wide world, and look at you just back up here on your high horse, already thinking you guys are going to the doggone World Series, and we ain't even got the pitchers and catchers yet, pal. We ain't got the pitchers catch yet.
Trying to get excited about something else over here in my lowest moment. Please. Okay. I'm going to have another two teams here in the next 8 months rip my heart out at the last possible moment, probably. So give me a damn break, dude.
Just come on over to the dark side. Get used to what losing feels like because it's going to be a pretty consistent trend in Green Bay for the next few years. But, I mean, I don't want to fucking rub it in or anything, What else you got?
I don't have too much else. The whole other rabbit hole. I've been wanting to dive into some damn golf. You mentioned about trying to dive into baseball, which I am 100% on the same page because that did not sit well with me, dude. I've never been closer to a damn baseball season.
Knowing teams, knowing fucking XFIPs, knowing fucking home and road ERA splits of the third fucking string left out bullpen lefty reliever, like. I've never known that much about baseball in my life, and I have never put in so many first five plus a halves. They lose it in the fifth, and they win it in the sixth. I have never in my life.
No.
I'm coming back
to the point where I'm like, do we just blindly bet on the Colorado Rockies at home every single time, or find that team like the Mariners were? Maybe the Mariners again. There's always a team or two that's under the radar that still cashes tickets.
Speaking of, we may or may not have another show that drops tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time called the Wise Words Podcast. And we may or may not have interviewed a guy who knows a whole bunch about the weather. And I was just thinking, Coors Field and some of the already kind of putting things together that we talked about that maybe might lend into kind of where we're going here. So maybe you guys might want to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell on the old YouTube or your favorite podcast directory and get ready for Wise Words Season 2, Episode number 8 with, you're going to have to wait and find out. A quick announcement,
one of my favorite interviews. Yeah, I was just going to say,
go ahead.
One of my favorite interviews, just in general, not even saying that because it's coming out tomorrow, dude.
Yeah,
literally two guys that realized they'd never spoken to a weatherman before, and we're like, oh, shit,
we lost our
some goofy ass
fucking minds, dude. We lost our fucking minds. I told him on the show, I was like, and I won't say his name. I was like, Jimmy, you are just a weather nerd, and I absolutely fucking love it. Yeah. And he just started dying. He's like, I know, I love the weather so much. And like, I got to ask him questions that I have literally gone to the fucking dirt with people for. And if you've gone to the dirt with me on the weather before, you know the fucking argument. And guess what? I didn't get the fucking answer. You're not right. I'm not right. And it just spun me into a tailspin. It was so much fun. Such a blast. An entirely different angle. But he was having a little bit of internet problems. So the video's a little glitchy. Me and Mags are clear, and he does come in clear sometimes. Then it kind of goes out, and I don't know what was going on. We tried to reset it, but I did. I have edited down into audio, and the audio's great. So if you typically watch the show, you can still watch it. We'll put it out on the YouTube. His video quality just won't be the best. So if it like super bugs you, like, oh my gosh, I can't even watch this, it'll be available in audio version only, so you can go and listen to it, because I highly recommend this one. Like, I was so bummed that the video was like this, and we talked about it at the end of the show. I was like, man, we got to get a 2.0 scheduled with you, because this was so much fun, and like that video just
baseball season, man,
sucks so bad. So yeah, 100%.
Had the realization, it's like, oh wait, you probably have opinions on golf and shit.
Right at the end, we were like, oh, you probably do some golf shit too, because like you just don't think about, like, especially when we're in this time of the year, you don't think about the sports that are played outside. And then, fuck, golf's played outside, ain't it? And we're right at the end of the show and said some shit. He's like, I got all types of shit on golf stuff. I was like, bitch. Okay, yeah, we need to get a 2.0. So MLB rolls around. We're in the full swing of golf. We're getting you back on with some crystal clear videos. So just wanted to give you guys kind of a heads up. Don't tune into tomorrow's show and jump in the comments. Oh my gosh, the video is so blurry. Did you guys know that? No, I had no idea. I didn't watch it. I hadn't edited this video. I just put it out there. And yes, I know. We understand. If you can't bear it, just go over to your favorite podcast directory, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, all that stuff. Go ahead and head on over there and listen to it on your favorite directory. Outside of that, I'm glad we went into that. That was really important. Yeah. I wanted to mention something about that. I'm glad we actually segued right into that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I'm diving in this weekend or not. There's some big names in this golf tournament, dude. I mean, you and I have both found value in these golf tournaments when we do, like, I don't want to say half-assed research, but because it's not half-assed as far as as far as like pretty broad analysis. But we got John Rahm, Justin Thomas, Xander Schauffele, Bryson DeChambeau.
I mean, shout out to Cam Rogers. I mean, I follow his stuff. He's our guy. Always go, if you don't follow him, follow Cam Rogers. He's the man. He's our age and an absolute just all the pros pro, your favorite content creator in the PGA world. Like, he has some great stuff, part of the Believe Podcast Network. But Farmers Insurance Open, man, he's been talking about it this week, and I've been kind of keeping an eye on it. And honestly, these ones here are when you kind of want to fade those Rahms, all those stuffs, and maybe get after the Schauffele's, after the guys who are really good but don't win the Masters and don't win, because these are the ones where it starts getting, these are when those guys get their wins. They get their early season wins, they're locked in, they're dialed in, and then we get to the Masters, and then the Rahms, the DJs, the Finals, well, that's kind of a bad example, but those guys win either way. But yeah, dude, I've been looking, man, and I'm pretty interested. I tell you what was really becoming successful for me at the end of last year when I was capping it, and I think I'm going to try and start getting into it again this year, is number one, the individual days finishing positions, because those are pretty damn profitable, as well as just like top 10s, top 20s.
I like top 10s.
Top 20s, you can still find some damn good value. I mean, you're still getting plus money, and it's a pretty fucking sweat-free cash where you're on an outright and he plays bad on day one and your ticket's toast. And then you had no other analysis, you didn't do anything else, and now you're fucked for the whole weekend. And then you got to bank, maybe if I want to get back on Sunday, and now I got to throw out a crazy ticket to hope somebody who's makes a move here at the end. And screw that. So I honestly want to start giving out some golf value, man. Maybe we'll start having, at the end of the show or something, when on like Thursdays, maybe we'll talk to Cam. We'll have him on like end of the show or something. If he's got some time, we'll just talk like some golf real quick with him. I'll write that down. Maybe we'll reach out to Cam, see what's up.
Go for it. Yeah, all I was going to say, as far as outright leader, you're right, man. I mean, we obviously did a Wise Words episode, and that's one thing he talks about. It's pretty pretty big. I don't want to say shot in the dark, but it's almost a lottery ticket, right? I would do it for fun, or you kind of need to pick off when like essentially there's like two guys, John Rahm or Dustin Johnson, when they're hotter than the scorching earth, then maybe you sprinkle on them to keep it rolling. But aside from that, man, like you said, those top 20s, top 10s are usually my wheelhouse, man.
100%. I love it as well. No UFC this weekend. We got a little bit of time off. Won't be back until February, but boy, oh boy, do we got a damn card come February. Sean Strickland, Jack Hermanson, main event. That is going to be bananas. Sean Strickland's been on this road for a while, and I think it's his time to shine. I cannot wait. Then you got Hakeem Dawodu fighting Michael Trezano. That's going to be a scrap and a half for the co-main, it looks like right now. Not super filled up, so I'm sure we'll be hearing some fight announcements come out within the next week.
I was just about to ask, yeah.
But goodness gracious, all Friday, this is going to be a fun card with just the main event alone. I don't know what it is, Mags. These pay-per-views have been kind of lackluster. I mean, outside of Moreno and Figgy and Gan and Ngannou, it wasn't much, man. I mean, it was.
I guess that
there was some, but.
I guess that last one was competing against NFL playoffs, so that was probably a conscious decision to keep maybe just care about the last two once it's over.
I had it on the main screen the whole time though, and like I still wasn't just like I don't know, these fight nights have been so much better. It's insane. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah. It's weird. Even beyond this past weekend for sure. 100%.
Yeah. Either way, but week off, so we won't have my blog, UFC blog this week, and then we'll have the blog, college basketball blog, back today. We'll go through all of that. Wasn't a crazy big slate, so I'll have that out for you guys here early this afternoon. Mags is on the market for a new blog to write. You guys got any ideas? Drop them in the suggestion tank.
Who the hell knows?
Hey,
dude?
Who knows? We got a little suggestion box on the homepage of the talkingtheline.com website. Hey, even if you got a suggestion outside of that, you want some merch, got a little not a plug, but somebody hit me up asking me, hey,
inquiry.
There you go. Thanks, pal. Hey. When the fuck are we going to get some TTL merch, dude?
Big words, huh?
Yeah, huge words for me. When we get some TTL merch? And I said, yo, we've been kicking it around for a long time, but we just got to get everybody on the same page. Well, hey, everybody wants some TTL merch. We'll get it all figured out. So you guys got a suggestion like that, drop it in the box. We get enough people on board. But hey, we have the means to get some merch together. We just need enough people don't buy it. Go on and buy the merch. But hey, we will drop some merch. You best don't go on and believe it. Let me tell you that. So hey, there you go. Visit talkingtheline.com. Yet another reason to stop by there. Drop some suggestions in the suggestion box, my friend. Come on.
We've already got plenty of ideas for this shit, dude. As far as catchy sayings and stuff.
Yeah. The black book that you guys know nothing about is completely filled with all these ideas. So hey, drop them down, and we will be more than happy to continue to send this TTL rocket ship straight to the damn moon. So, with all that being said, partner, nothing else I really got going on this side of the screen. Make sure you guys, in addition to talkingline.com, visit the link tree in this episode's description for everything TTL crew and beyond. Good sir over there. Anything else from you, my friend, before we get into some motivation minutes and get on out of here for the day?
I think I got nothing, dude. I'm trying to see if there's any outstanding crazy stuff coming across the desk. But again, not really at all. So, we're due. We are damn due here.
Due faux show, I would say so. Yeah, I don't see anything on my side of the world.
Texas woman arrested for trying to buy baby at Walmart. How about that?
Oh, trying to buy a baby at Walmart. What do you know? Only in Texas. Things are bigger in Texas, I guess. The question marks are bigger.
I think there was actually trying to be, not like at Walmart, so the headline is deceiving. Sorry to dive into this, but looks like someone was trying to exchange. A Crockett woman faces charges with the sale and purchase of a child after police said she offered $500,000 to a mother in exchange for her infant son.
Okay.
Happened at Walmart, though.
Really? And, just gal was like, oh, this weirdo is offering me $500,000 for my child. Let me call the police? Or how'd things shake out here? I mean, this is awfully intriguing, something I need to kind of go down into. A guy like me, you can't just give me an open rabbit hole like that and expect me not to stand on the 50-foot diving board and dive in.
I mean, hey, it popped in front of my eyes as I was about to say no. Go ahead, but so I'm trying to learn about this as you are. I don't know, man. This sounds really really fucking weird. I don't know.
Okay. Well, hey, maybe we'll do some research on the lady who buying fucking babies for $500,000
at Walmart. Who knows, dude?
Who knows? Maybe it'll be in tomorrow's second half of the show and the nonsense. We'll do some more research on that before we dive into it. But
Baby Sales Wednesday.
Baby Sales Wednesday. There you go, my friends. Wrapping it up with the final segment of the day, my motivation minutes. All right, if you've been waiting in anxious anticipation, wondering what in the world is he talking about, and then he gets to his motivation minutes, and now he's talking about the Kansas State game after talking about the Kansas-Texas Tech game last night, and there's a quote, and it makes sense, and what is going on? And you know, it kind of smacked me in the face, and it was a full circle moment for me, and it was just like, hey, stupid, tell him this. And I was just like, holy fucking, I talk about this every day. This is insane. And now it's literally beating me over the head as I'm watching a college basketball game. So I wanted to bring to you a quote I heard yesterday on the broadcast of the Kansas and Texas Tech game. It is a quote from Bill Self Sr., and he said, forget the mules, just load the wagon. Forget the mules, just load the wagon. And they had him big, bold, huge paper canvas, load the wagons right there in Fog Island last night. And the game before, Bill Self Sr. had actually passed away in Kansas State. He had passed away, and that was one of the quotes that he had told to that team before he had passed away. And they obviously had that super emotional win, 178-75. The locker room scene, Bill Self, I mean, I'm even getting choked up thinking about it. Bill Self just breaking down in front of his team. I mean, it was absolutely electric. But kind of setting the mood for this. And what does this mean? Forget the mules, just load the wagon. What the hell does that mean? It means what I tell you guys every single damn day in a nutshell. Control this and forget everything else. All you can do is control what you can control. You can't drag the mules if they don't want to come. You can't get the mules in front of the damn cart if the cart ain't full yet. You can't put more shit in the cart if you haven't gone and got the first thing yet. So why are you worried about all the shit that it entails to get the cart from A to B if you ain't even got the shit in the cart yet? Stop worrying about the mules, just load the wagon. Worry about your load. Stop worrying about Riley's load. Stop worrying about Sally's load. Stop worrying about John's load. Worry about Colton's load. Worry about your load, what you have to do and what you can do to make this world a better place. Stop worrying about the mules. Everybody else working their own job, doing their own thing. Their job is to pull the load that you have loaded up and to take it to the next spot. Your job is not to worry about what they're going to do. Your job is to control what you can control and let everybody else control what they can control. And I heard this quote last night too. And it's from a children's book. And it's so powerful. And I wish I could tell you the exact, because I got this from somebody else, and I wish I could tell you the exact name of the book, but it's like the boy, the horse, the bird, and something else. And the boy and the horse are at the edge of a forest. And they walk slightly into the forest, and it just becomes pitch black. And the boy says to the horse, Horse, I can't see anything. I can't see into the forest. How am I supposed to walk through the forest? I can't see anything like this. And the horse looks back at the boy, and he says, can you see your next step? And the boy says, oh, well, yeah, I can see that. And the horse replies to him, he says, then just take that. And it's that simple. Take your next step. Stop worrying about what that future looks like, because that's going to be there. That's coming. That's coming regardless. I promise. I promise that's coming. But you have to take that next step and that next step and that next step in order for that to get here. Because if you stay planted and worry about that future and all you worry about, and oh my gosh, how am I ever going to get there? And you don't continue to take that step and get up every day and go to work and chase your dream and chase your passion, it's never getting closer. But if you do, it is. And if you are making those steps, you don't have to worry about the future because it's guaranteed. It's coming to you. I promise. It may not feel like it. You may be that guy chipping away at those damn rocks and you can't find the fucking diamonds. Don't you put that axe on your shoulder. Don't you damn turn around, because we ain't turning around. We're right here with you. We see the diamonds on the horizon. Keep chipping. Please. Not for me. Not for Mags, for you. Keep chipping. Those diamonds are right there. But at the same time, if you don't hit the diamonds today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, fuck it. Don't worry about the mules. Just take care of the load. And that does it for my motivation minutes of the day.
Very solid, my man. Very, very solid. I definitely missed that on the broadcast last night, so I definitely was not going to eventually get that. But hell, dude, that is very good. I don't know how much I can add. Well, no, because I mean, it perfectly exemplifies the future is coming, but you still have to load the damn wagons. Mm-hmm. The future ain't gonna come if you ain't load the wagons.
Mm-hmm. Forget the mules.
Yeah,
100%. 100%, my man. That was really special to me. I heard that last night. Forget the mules, just load the wagon. And I said, I'll be a son of a bitch. You're doing the world works in some weird ways, huh? And I said, all right, well, that's going to be tomorrow's motivation minutes. And I didn't write anything down. I told you this is all off the cuff. And I don't know. Sitting on my side of the screen, last 2 days have been some fucking fire. So
also gonna go ahead and check out what Kansas's future odds are on the side of that.
For you to think about.
Who's to say? Obagi was freaking incredible
Insanity.
last night.
Something for you to kind of put together now. No, I do this segment that nobody else does in the entire market, and then all of a sudden it comes even more full circle that maybe we could be cashing tickets off of my motivation minutes. I mean, the vibes just immaculate. Gorgeous, terrific, beautiful, wonderful. Forget the mules. Just go load the wagon. That officially does it. My motivation minutes of the day. Okay, partner, anything else come across your desk before we get on up and get on out?
No. So I took a second to figure out this damn story.
Oh, fuck.
So the woman, the mother of the baby did not sell this baby. That was misleading.
Okay, good.
Essentially, so the old classic,
I mean,
like, oh my gosh,
500,000.
your child is so cute. I just love that type of shit. Basically, the woman was like, essentially, how much you give me for that, or how much I give you for that baby? And the mother was just like, laughing it off, obviously. And but the person was fucking serious.
Dead ass.
Approached her again in the parking lot. It's like, I got $250K in my car. I want that baby. And the mother was just like, no, absolutely not. And then called the cops. Which I do believe all this whole scenario is still it's not just something
open
you
book.
can. What's that?
It's still an open book, this whole case, this whole deal.
I think so. I don't think anyone's been charged, but I still believe saying you want to purchase someone's baby a couple times. I think that's a crime still.
Child trafficking, yeah, I think so.
Yes,
Something along those lines.
There you go.
Probably
There
not.
you go. Yeah.
Not great. I don't know.
So-
It's kind of frowned upon in today's society.
Okay, so I got to give credit. Priscilla Aguiar of My San Antonio. There's according to an arrest affidavit. So I think this person might have been arrested. Mother had a baby in a car seat and her 1-year-old in a cart. Affidavit states
you got
that
two.
Taylor,
Let me have the other.
Yeah. Began commenting on her son's
That's not
blonde
right. I shouldn't
hair
laugh.
and blue eyes. She then asked how much she could purchase him for. The mom tried to laugh the comment off, thinking Taylor was joking. However, Taylor told her she has $250,000 in the car and would pay that much for him. And of course, the mother said there is no amount of money that you could give me that would allow me to give you my son.
I would hope.
And once outside in the parking lot, the lady again confronted the mother and asked to buy the baby. And Taylor told the mother she has been wanting to buy a child for a long time. So, hey, I've been in the store shopping. I've been in these stores shopping. Your baby is the one. I have to have your baby. There will be no other baby. It will be your baby.
I shouldn't be laughing, dude. That ain't funny. Imagine that was your fucking baby. But hey, everybody wonders why I'm getting so involved in the damn metaverse. Ain't nobody stealing my fucking baby in the metaverse. I'm just in some digital shit. Hey, you trying to steal my fucking NFTs in the metaverse? I'll whoop your digital ass. That's all I fucking know. I'm fucking trying to steal my digital baby. I'll whoop your digital ass. That's a new one.
But how about that? I have $250,000 in my car right now.
You
Give
think
me
she
that
actually
damn
did?
baby.
You think she actually did?
Who the fuck's carrying around $250K?
Some loony bin who's walking around Walmart trying to buy babies.
On deck in case I run into the right baby.
Probably, man. I
guess that's the main rationale. If it is true.
What a time to be alive in a nutshell. It takes all
Only in
kinds
Texas,
of kinds. Whoo! It takes all kinds of kinds to make this big old world go round, and even the ones that want to buy babies at Walmarts for $250K. Whew, what a way to wrap up the show there, boy.
Way to suck us in by that headline, first of all. Not being quite exactly what the headline says, but still a gem of a story.
Yeah, gem of a story for sure. One last flick through here. I don't see anything else coming up on tap. So another Dead Tuesday. We'll get some content out, college basketball content, everything in between. I'll get the blog out here shortly. But for now, Mags, last time. Anything else?
Nothing else. I was just looking at the biggest game of the night, Arizona and UCLA, 2 top 10 teams, up to 3.5, dude. Ooh. A lot of money on the Wildcats, up to 3.5, though.
Gonna be fun. Keep your eye on all of our tracking apps and talkingline.com, too. Might be adding some stuff throughout the day as some lines moved, some stuff does some stuff. I'm gonna dive into the NBA and some of the points, rebounds, assist combos. So keep your eyes out. Didn't want to give them out yet. I'm gonna dive deep a little bit later on here this afternoon. So that's it. That's everything as per usual. Ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide, from myself and Mags, we hope you have a spectacular rest of your Tuesday, unless you have any other plans. We can't thank you enough from the bottom of our hearts for stopping by to this show here, episode number 209 of the TTL Pod, for your likes, your notification bell smashes, your follows, your retweets, your other like button smashes, your comments, your shares, everything that you guys do, and every one of you that does it, we see it. Thank you. It allows us to keep making TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. So, hey, if you haven't recently, drop a like, drop a follow, drop a subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to us, and it just allows us to keep opening doors and bringing bigger and better content to you guys. So one more time, have a fantabulous rest of your Tuesday. How's that for a made-up word that's just nothing but good vibes, unless you have any other plans? Make sure you get all of today's best bets locked in from the TTL crew so you can say right with us at the end of every single show. Let's cash some tickets.